This is the live session on Instagram, starting 6 p.m. IST, as I already told you guys with my post. So join up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about something special today, because this is the live session I'm doing. So last year, okay, so let's have 50 live viewers, and then I'll be telling you why I have scheduled this live session. So can anyone tell me, am I audible? Yep. Okay. Wait a minute, Mithilesh. I'll take the questions in a minute. Just I want to announce something very special for me and for you guys also. So please wait for just a minute. Okay. So last year on 17 July 2017, that is, I started this page, Innovative Coder, and today is 17th July 2018. So it's been 1 month, 1 year for me starting this page, and this live session I have just holded it for letting you guys know that today is the first anniversary, or you can say the first 1 year completion of Innovative Coder. And also, like 2 days back, we have completed 25,000 followers, which are organic, definitely, right? Oh, congrats. It's my bestie's birthday today. So say happy birthday from my side, Mithilesh. Right. Okay. And also today we'll be completing our 1,000 posts. So it's a triple celebration for me. Right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your congratulations and your wishes and your support, which is the most. Yep. Okay. Okay. So now you can ask your questions. What you were saying. Who's your language program? What's your language programming always you using? So I started off with the C++, and now I am doing all of my coding on Python with basically Jupyter Notebook. Why triple celebration? So I just told you guys that we have completed 1 year on Instagram, and 1,000 posts will be completed today, and okay. What's your nationality, man? I think that's pretty much understood, right? And see, I don't think any nationality or anything matters when we talk about coding, or because if you are on this page, I suppose that you are that you have a background from technology field only. So I don't think that any race or any caste or any gender matters. How can I become a very good programmer in an year? So year is a long span, you can say. An year is a very long span, and you can become a very good coder in an year, right? So basically, a few days back, I was watching a TED talk. It was regarding how to learn something, right? How should we learn something? Basically, actually, what happens is like there is a kind of a learning curve. So for everything, there is a learning curve. So and how is that learning curve? So it's like so if I draw the learning curve, then I think you guys can see here. So it's like first, it's you need to put so much of hard work, right? And then the hard work is directly proportional to the learning that you get, and then it becomes constant, right? So if you put a lot of hard work, then only you can achieve that much level. Right. So I noted down some points, and that's the answer. That how can we learn as a newbie? How can we learn any programming language? So first of all, the point I noted down was that deconstruct the skill. And how to deconstruct? Then first of all, think about what you want to achieve from a particular course, or from a particular skill. Right. Like if you are learning guitar, then you should be specific that why you want to do that. Right. First thing was that particular domain you need to think. Right. Second was learn enough to be self-correct. So what that means, that learn just enough. Right. No procrastination, small steps. Right. So you need to give yourself enough time. So according to a research, researchers have found that for learning anything, you need to devote around 2000 hours. But it's not that. See, first 24 hours are that curve that you need to have while learning any new skill. So this was all I gathered from that particular TED talk. So let's see the questions. Managing coding and college studies is impossible. See, I think Mithilesh, right? Okay. So you must be talking about India, right? See, I am also a student, and I am also doing all of these things, right? So you need to manage. It's all about time management. It's all about strategy, how you plan. It's all about planning. What's your education background? See, I am in BTech, India, and I'm currently in third year, EC. And if you talk about my technical background, then I'm a machine learning developer from 2 years. Competitive coder also, little bit of competitive coding I do, and yeah, that's it. What is the least a non-technical individual should learn about coding? What is the least a non-technical individual should learn about coding? See, if you are from non-technical background, it doesn't matter, right? For learning coding, you don't need any degree. You don't need anything. You just need a laptop, right? A working laptop. That's it. I would say start with basics. Start with the basic data structure, C++, and then jump on to any advanced development field. PUBG. Yeah, I play a lot PUBG. Actually, I think last night I did a chicken dinner. Thanks for answering my question. What is your pointer? Competitive coding or development? It's up to you. It's your choice. See, I started with competitive coding, but I didn't like that very much. It definitely develops your logic. And if you develop interest in that particular field, then you should go on. It's awesome. You should continue with that. But I was more inclined towards machine learning. I started with that, and I was more inclined towards that. So I chose machine learning as my field. I'm same of your age, BTech, but your profile is better. See, you can't compare time zones, right? So I also compare many people who are far way better than me and who are even smaller than me. And even on this page only, every day I get people from age 13, 14 years. I'm 21, and people from 13, 14 years are doing machine learning. They have their own tutorials on YouTube. So you can't compare anyone. It's like you can't compare different time zones. For coding, which is better, Mac or Windows? I would say go for Mac. It's reason for that. If you are not a machine learning developer, if you are a web developer, go for Mac definitely. If you are Android developer, you can go for Mac. iOS developer, then definitely you need to have a Mac. But if you are a machine learning developer or a deep learning developer, you shouldn't be going for a Macintosh. Instead, buy a 70,000 Asus, or maybe what is that company? Forgot the name. 70,000 is a pretty good range for buying Windows laptops, right? Core i7 you can easily get. Sing a song. I'm not a good singer. Sorry, my English is bad. Do you have ebook Python programming, how to make website systems secure. See, for ebook, you can go to GitHub and write innovative coder. So when you will go to the profile, the first link, essential books, you can go into that, and please put a star mark also. So you can clone that repo. You will get a lot of books. Hi, have you watched Bajrangi Bhai? Bajran? No, I haven't watched that movie. Which college now? See, I'm in IP University, Delhi, right? How is knowledge in data structure different than someone with good knowledge in just coding? See, data structures are also part of coding only, right? So there is a little bit different in normal development and data structures, or if you talk about competitive programming, there is some difference. So in development, you show your creativity, you show your art, right? You show the main crux is logic. The main crux is idea in development. Whether it be Android, whether it be website, whether it be machine learning or anything, the main crux is idea. If you have a very nice idea, then no one can defeat you in that particular area, right? But when we talk about competitive coding, the main power lies in logic. If you are a good algorithmist, if you develop good logics, then you are good to. The buddy, what about DL? Deep learning, I think so, right? Have tried hacking, I mean cybersecurity. Yeah, I have done pretty decent stuff with hacking. I wasn't a professional, I wasn't a pro in that field. I would say I was a noob in hacking. Any thought about container technologies like Docker? Yep. Last year I was very fond of Docker. I found it to be a great power. So even when I did when I did ethical hacking stuff, so for Kali Linux, I used the Docker container of Kali Linux, and I did the work on that particular thing. So Docker is very powerful. If you want to search about Docker, Kubernetes and all of that stuff, then there are good articles on Medium. You can go through them. So the main thing about Docker I like is the Hyperledger technology. So if you guys have heard about Hyperledger, so what happens is it's a mixture of blockchain and Docker. Like basically, Hyperledger is when you apply when you apply blockchain in business field. So I would definitely say if you are working in Docker, then you should search for Hyperledger also. What language you use and any projects you have worked in the past? I've worked on lots of projects. I mainly work in machine learning and deep learning area, computer vision especially. If my priority is to earn money, should I start now with ML or strengthen development and focus on competitive programming? I will be starting with my third year. I want to open up with ML, but never got that kick. I'm good at it. Good at coding. Okay. See, if your priority is to earn money, right, and you want quick results, I would say go for development, because with competitive programming, there are no chances of any financial help or any kind of monetization, right? So there is no money in competitive programming as of now. But if you master the concepts, if you develop yourself to be a master in competitive programming, then you can go for any good. Then you can go for interviews in any good company, and you will be. If you get selected, then you can get a good package there, right? And if you want to start with machine learning, then you can go for it. See, there are a lot of internship opportunities in machine learning where you get paid very well. Hey, I want to learn machine learning. Very first step. Don't know even ABC of programming. See, for machine learning, I would suggest you to first sharpen your data structure skills and then go for machine learning. What math subject are prerequisite for ML? Statistics, calculus, matrices, determinants. Because see, if we talk about images, then matrices are the main technology behind images. So you need to be good at that. Why people asking about stupid questions? See, yeah, that's something which people feel, like other people are asking some question and you feel, why is he asking that particular question? See, it's not about stupid questions. Anyone can come up with any kind of question. It may be stupid for you, but it can change a life for someone else. Have you heard that song? Which is that song? I'm not able to understand the language. Which software to use, ML and AI, Python or R? Both are same. You can go for anything. Then hack dude, yep. How to improve logical skills? Go for any competitive programming site, like CodeChef or maybe HackerRank or maybe CodeGen. Any of one. What is noob? See, noob is basically a newbie or someone who is just starting off with its programming, with his or her programming career. Linux better or system Ubuntu? Yeah, it's good. It's good. You can go for. I think it would be best. Like you can go for Ubuntu. It's best. Reason I follow you, I like your ML post. Thanks, yeah. Thanks, dude. See, I have recently started with ML posts because of the 100 days of ML started by Siraj Rawal, and I follow him, so I'm supporting that thing. 100 days of ML code. So if you are doing anything related to machine learning and stuff, so you can just post that thing and with the hashtag 100 days of ML code. So I would like to repost that particular thing. How can we do a DOS attack from Android? You can search about that on Google. Please suggest me some online learning courses site. I'm from Nepal. Online learning courses site. See, you can go for Coursera. You can go for Udemy. There are plenty of them. Would you say you are good at data structures? Will low knowledge on data structures hinder someone's career as a coder? See, I won't say I'm currently good at data structures, but once when I was learning this particular field, when I was learning this domain, I was pretty good. I was pretty decent with all the questions which came up doing that particular course. Like I was pretty decent with competitive coding, but it demands practice. It demands constant practice. Competitive coding is a kind of field which demands constant practice, and if you're not able to not able to devote that much amount of time, then you would forget all of that stuff. So it helped me a lot building the logics, but it's a constant thing. So Flama Mera, I think I would like to block you. You are hindering a lot. Yep. Okay. So see, I don't like the people who spam on live chat, right? Would you say you are good at data structures? Okay. Hi, bro. Do you ever done a paper related to ML? I read a lot of papers and I am thinking of doing some research. So if you are doing any kind of research work in machine learning and AI, so you can please join me. Please connect with me. I would like to help you out, or if I like the concept, I would like to join you. Can you share your 100 days of ML schedule and DM? I'll DM you, right? datascience.journal, I'll DM you. Where to start machine learning? You can start with AndroNG course. He teaches on MATLAB, but for starting it's definitely good. What is scikit and ML? Scikit is a library. Scikit is a library which you'll learn, which you'll devote most of the time on, because all of the algorithms, whether it be linear regression, logistic, all of these basic machine learning algorithms are in scikit-learn only. Okay. Do these live show often? I wanted one-to-one convo, but I am out right now. So next time. Yeah, of course, next time. I'm confused with Linux distro. Can you suggest me any distro? I'm an Android developer and bit of hacker. Okay, so if you are a hacker, so Kali would be good. Kali would be good, right? I am forgetting the name of one more distro which I found very useful for hacking purpose. I'm not able to remember the name. Can you suggest me correct data structures tutorial for data structures from basic? For data structures, you can go for Geek. You can go on Geeks for Geeks site, and even Coding Ninjas provide awesome courses. So you can go to that. Answer me, dude. I have asked question. Santosh, I am not able to see your questions. Ajay Kanwal, how connected are ML and AI? Can someone just start with AI and focus entirely on AI without touching ML? AI and ML, they have a lot of difference, but I would suggest you to start with machine learning because it's basics of ML, basics of AI. Then you can go for robotics or AI, anything that you need. Start with ML, start with basics, like, right? Okay, I'm thinking to start with Python. Can you suggest me how to be good at it? So if you are starting up with Python, I would suggest you to go on YouTube page of Innovative Coder and see some tutorials. I have posted them. So it's like 15 to 16 videos. You can watch them. And please don't follow to subscribe, right? And after that, you can read books. So if you go to GitHub, then you can type Innovative Coder, and there will be a repo essential essential books, right? And you can clone that particular library, that particular repo, and you can read all of those books. Okay. So any new question, anything you like? The Fox Coder, I am not able to see your questions. They are not visible. Video tutorial for data structures from basics. Yep, I just answered your question, bro. Okay. So we have a lot of viewers currently live with us. So I would like to again announce that it's the first. Please don't follow to subscribe, right? And after that, you can read books. So if you go to GitHub, then you can type Innovative Coder, and there will be a repo essential essential books, right? And you can clone that particular library, that particular repo, and you can read all of those books. Okay. So any new question, anything you like? The Fox Coder, I am not able to see your questions. They are not visible. Video tutorial for data structures from basics. Yep, I just answered your question, bro. Okay. So we have a lot of viewers currently live with us. So I would like to again announce that it's the first anniversary of Innovative Coder. We have just completed 1 year. So, and this is why I have done this particular live session today, to just make you know, make you guys aware about what is Innovative Coder, who is Innovative Coder, and yep. Okay. From which language did you start learning? So I just told this thing at the very first of this session. So I started off with C++ data structures, which is a very pretty decent way to start with when you are starting with coding, right? So I started with the C++ data structures, and then went for development, which is machine learning. Is it easy to get a job at MIT? I've never been at MIT. I can't tell. What do you mean by 2-factor authenticator, right? It's something related to encryption and all of that stuff. Dude, the whole time I'm asking you about quantum physics and deep learning. So what do you want to ask? Quantum physics or deep learning, or you want to ask about the mixture of both of them? Please clarify me that. Web scraping, actual technology. Web scraping, right? So see, web scraping, you can use Scrapy, which is pretty much trending in scraping field right now. So Scrapy, you can generate spiders and all of that stuff. And if you go to my GitHub page, then there is a complete step-by-step process of how you can use Scrapy. How many admins are there in Innovative Coder? Last post I saw was a meetup in London. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't posted anything related to meetup in London. Okay. So I'm live for 10 more minutes. If any of you have any questions left, you can just you can just put up the questions, right? And if you're watching it on Instagram and you haven't followed me, so please please push the follow button. And if you are watching this on Instagram after the live session has ended, so please follow me on. So please subscribe me on Instagram and also press the bell icon, right? Are you one of the black hat bro? No, I'm not a black hat hacker. I'm not a black hat hacker. I started with like Kali Linux and all of that basic Metasploit and all of that stuff, but I got bored of that thing. I'm asking about DL, deep learning one, not asking, just live to talk about DL and QP. What do you mean? I'm not able to get you, the Fox decoder. Okay, so if you're asking about deep learning, right? So what do you want to know about deep learning? You can just please put the question. Like, deep learning is a very broad field. I can't tell you everything about that this live session. What is your name? My name is Jasneet, JASNEET, if you want to know about me. Is there a difference from language to language for learning data structures? No, I won't say that. So if you want to start with data structures, then you can start with C++ or Java. Right? These languages are these both of the languages are pretty good with data structures, and you got to know a lot about how the concepts really work. Should I learn WebD or web hacking so that I can do bug bounty? I think web hacking would be good to start with bug bounty. But why do you want to do bug bounty? Like, I don't find any good returns from bug bounty stuff. Because see, if you invest your time, then you should get some returns from that also. Bug bounty, if you learn that skill and if you invest your time, if like it would take around a week or so for you to learn that particular thing. But even if you go on a site and like tell the owner about its bugs, you don't get paid a lot from that field. That's my main motto of saying all of that thing. You were saying something about ebook. I just forgot. Could you please repeat it? Yeah, I was saying if you go to GitHub, then please write in the search bar Innovative Coder, and on the profile you will get Essential Books as a repo. So you can just clone that repo. It has a lot of ebooks from various fields, so you can easily read that books, and those books are from Packet Publishing. So yep, okay, tell me about the best programming language in scope and good for future careers. See, there is nothing known as best programming language. It's just you who is investing time, right? So if you invest your time, if you devote your time in web development, then you are a master of web development, then you will be paid very well. Then you'll be paid pretty good, right? And if you invest your time in machine learning, then also. So it's one and the same thing. It's all about time. It's all about how much effort you put in. It's nothing that something will give you better return or anything like that. Okay. What is your Instagram ID? Innovative Coder, on which you are seeing me. When did you start learning programming? I mean the age. So I started in 2016. So it's been around 2 years. After learning ML and AI, what is the future career? See, ML and AI, it's the future, right? Blockchain, ML, AI. These are something which are pretty new, which are yet here to stay. Every field is yet here. Every field is staying. no field is getting obsolete. If you talk about Android, so see, people said me after coming up of Flutter that there will be. So I think you guys know about Flutter, right? So even if you don't know about Flutter, you can check it out. So many people said me that with the upcoming of Flutter technology, Android will get obsolete, right? But it's not so. But it's not that case. Nothing is going to be obsolete. Where are you now? I'm in my studio, bro. Which type company hire me? So if you talk about machine learning, so basically data analytics and the companies who are working in robotics field or maybe AI field or maybe anything related to chatbots, computer vision. Computer vision is the main field when we talk about deep learning and machine learning. If you are a hacker, then say what is Limix. I'm not a hacker, bro. I already told you. How to start for machine learning? I'm good in Python programming. Okay, so first get your hands dirty with the maths behind machine learning, and then you can learn the algorithms, various algorithms. If we talk about, then go for various things related to machine learning on maybe on Kaggle competitions and all of that stuff. 3 million devices run Java and Android is going to be obsolete, not possible. Yeah, that is what the reason. That is the reason why, that is what I normally tell people. Because, with the advent of Flutter technology, people really said me that Android is going to be obsolete. It would be going to be, it is going to be null. But it's not the case. Okay, so 4 minutes more, 5 minutes. So it's been 6:30 here, 6:35. Okay. Data science, cyber forensic. Which one is better? I just told you. Nothing. You can't compare two fields, right? If you are good in one field, no one can defeat you, right? No one can take your job. And cyber forensic as well as data science, they are the fields which are in development, which are in like constant development, and this is the right time you should invest your time in these particular fields. Where can I get machine learning tutorials? So machine learning tutorials I will be posting on my YouTube also in few upcoming days. I've just ended my Python tutorials, so I'll be starting with machine learning soon. Is there any institution for research? Yep, there are a lot of research-based institutions you can go for. Any advice for beginners learning computer science? Start with data structures as soon as you can, and you will develop interest soon, right? Okay. Brother suggests guys asking for tutorials. The Pluralsight website, they will fall in love with everything developer hacking. Pluralsight, I haven't checked it out, but if you're saying, then I would believe in you. So if Mayank is saying Pluralsight is a good site, then it must be, right? I'm gonna hack Me5. Go on with it, bro. Go on with it. And if you fail in hacking, I'm gonna hack Sony. Are you spamming Demo Online? Please don't spam, or else I will block you. Java or JavaScript? You can go for anything. It all depends on your field of interest. Try both of them for 10 days and continue with one of them. Yo, bro, this is Yo-Yo Technicals. Hey, Yo-Yo Technicals. But I think you're Mr. Perfect, right? The username. What do you suggest learning programming with Java, Python? Starting, I would say start with Java, data structures. I would suggest you to start with that. Then you can switch on Python in around 3 hours. It's just that simple. What is the difference between Java and JavaScript? There's huge difference. Both are different languages. See, Java is totally different from JavaScript. So, see, I can't even compare both of them. They are like if you're talking about Java and JavaScript, they are north and south. You can't compare them. They are just opposite directions. Is there a special hacking website? See, okay. If you're talking about any hacking website, so I can't tell you about any hacking website, but for cybersecurity, Cybrary was one thing which was suggested to me from one of the followers, and I found it to be very good. Okay, so I would like to over the session. So if you have any questions or any doubts, you can DM me on Instagram page. And if you're not following me, then please follow me. And if you are not, if you haven't subscribed me on YouTube, then please do it. I would be posting a lot of content. So thank you, bro. Thank you, guys, and thank you, man. Thank you, Mr. Perfect. Thank you, Gills. So I'll be terminating this session here only. And thanks again, guys, for all of your wishes, for all of your suggestions, and all your support on this particular page. Today we have completed 1 year, so this was a celebration, right? So thank you.